main someone. Twenty six. If you're fun, and if I'm wondering, Obiana Sunti, what Otec FM 102.9.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Snibi crowd the
it's fully secured.
Sabre no na ye hwe all African games. Sika a free Afrexim Bank buy. 730 or 750 are to be corrected. 730 million US dollars. Na ye for a year all African games stadium no any interchange, you know. Then the money was there.
So the real question is, you were in government for 8 good years. Every year, be a number pushing ebeba. Even when Modi asobo from, yeah, but the budget mu. Man, ya hun she. Modi asobo from catch say 24 good months. First phase mu bewie. Was that the case? Mo anwie. So what you say? Now ade no crowd, ye de oba do ahye dem ma ade ache ne nye bibu antimi ana na. Ade ache oba ne kra so kwa asebra me mfa mo ba ko. Ha? Wa bra edem mod na ahye dem na dwene antimi na na. Bra o ade ache no kwa asebra no me mfa mo ba ko. So omun spare ears, o mayen gwa so nkwa dedie. So betimi aya omunim ho a ko mo sira mpro. So no ma dom kuma no da sentiment before da sentiment person betimi aya. Ko ma anya kwa na amaye. The nipa no aba na osis kan senti no o te so afa na obeji na obechichi oni ese na odo omo omo nkomra biem
ye ko emi fa birthday wish we ema honorable Ishmael Ajimandua ene eye wawoda we presiding member ewo Ahafuano Southeast District Assembly and ousan ye eye Adujama assemblyman ene na woda nana on the screens. He's on Facebook.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you, Honorable. Obo de yankopon shira papa. And now we do birthday. Oma bibi adon sabe kan free na ko bia na nyen shira. Bibi obedru bia bepem ni bia no. Adom nti obepem afem. Mantia men kra. Once again, happy birthday to you, Honorable Ishmael Ajimandua, our presiding member. Emma aya Afuano Southeast District Assembly. Osan ya assemblyman Ewa Dujama. Happy birthday to you, Honorable. Nyami shira papa. Nana
kahe
yen fancy ha on na ena mabedwa fa me ni wonu bedi nkomo no Yusuf Isa Gani ewa ha Malam Isa Ashanti Regional Communication Team member na Dr. Kesken Owusupoku Ashanti Regional Communication Team no in fact vying for the communications director position ewa bra region omu bie nkrata mu to ha dodo na hwe nanim se wo mra krantam na John Akwasi Amponsa economist osan social and investment analyst obete nka ewofie ha se yedi oman Ghana ho enkomo yebedi nkomo no bebre na yetumi ebiebie nsem ani edi ato definitely yebekwa ayawaso na ayawaso nsensem odwene ho kra wonti ase obi bisa say which one is the vote buying any ade yebedi eno so ho nkomo why
advantage, and it emboldens them to engage in such malpractice. I think that a compromise of fairness and a transparency in elections and Yajuma. In as much as I commend the NDC for issuing that from statement, we think that the NDC party must take concrete actions against any individual reporter on one Casabayano, they were involved fully in those acts. As I said, the NDC must be able to, demonstrate that commitment of discipline. Say the bear because Nipa the Dora and the coffee.
Yeah.
The can rebuild the trust when the NDC says probity and accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what I say. Sadi will be to me upholding the democratic values of the NDC. And so we will commend them, but want them to take action. Say the bear to me uphold the democratic values. The American, the Emperor Mr. Kakan, and say there are just 3 requests we are making. Maybe can. So the People's Representative Act now, a electoral commission and the what 2 minutes also investigate any alleged vote buying incident. No more taking action. And we want the electoral commission to do that. Talk to me. The NDC must take disciplinary action against any party member, not just the candidate. Any party member are involved in this vote buying allegation. Talk to me, understand. We want to see collaborations within state institutions. They don't collaborate. State institutions collaborate here. And Kasabe, but they don't collaborate. And so we are calling for collaboration between the OSP, the Criminal Investigation Department, and the Electoral Commission. Because say Electoral Commission na kayana study ya constitution man who kwan to investigation. Wonu kan asem ya o. Besin le. Electoral Commission kasa but OSP no dibrika actually kata babo nso oba be investigate NDC and MPP. Ayemia enra na MPP photo amaba no.
Debbie.
So why now? Why now? I don't know how to say a woman who was sorry. Talk investigation. Why now? And so we want to see those collaborations. You are working in the interest of the state. You are working in the interest of the Ghanaian people. Collaborate and do the job for us. In fact, given the current limitations in the law, election watch, said there must be an amendment. About cover internal party elections, not just the general elections. Section 33 of the Representation of the People's Law must include internal party elections. General elections and we involve in more practice. I was the internal elections. So, before the carbon, not so bad to Bampedia. If you
Mark. Boa me kakra baby a ukoti sisi ano act ben law ben.
Okay. Section 33 of the Representation of People's Law 1992.
Really?
Yeah, we are expecting say
Section 33 of the People's Law.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
We are saying say and non guided elections. They will include internal party elections.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, introduces specific provisions in the political parties law. Say the buyer about preventing vote buying in elections, especially internal elections. Because as we speak, when it comes to general elections, it has become a normal thing. And I told me by a interview in the constituency. People have been thinking, say, I gift normal. So I see a dema. As we know, be there dance here. Say a bit of a soon never got to about. Timemophone become one face camera too. Telemonco face camera too. This is their civic responsibility and their civic right. Until we are church one. Unfortunately, the National Center for Civic Education now so much church juma. Yeah, more resources, more fanya juma. They are not getting the required resources to go out because some mountain to they will tell us and teach us what accountability is. We will go after our leaders and ask for accountability. They are not resourcing them to do the job. And that is where we are. Canon and 1992 on mobile idea. You see a new TV. You are controlled by the barbecue, Chalote, any force. And then you just 3,000 Ghana cedis. A bit 2,000. A bit of motorbike, a bit of TV. A China, will be better dine, will be better car, will be better ticket. I mean, they are quite. It gives the opportunity for one more step in prayer. One more year in the bunny. Oh, Mukutika, on your cabouse. Ababa Shankro for you, Ghana, Mamuha. No, woman says that there is a Kama Ghana for Medge. Actually, Abamu Munti. No, this Canaba, no, maybe. And that will be the beginning of the collapse of our democracy. It is very, very dangerous. And if I am in me and was said here. Civil society organizations or CFM. Near me, Simon Franca to a bem. Na and the Mumbi also you tune and Munamu a year near the top of the it must because see a trouble. And more be a stubby. Menuka say, Uncle William dear. Who are the skills, who are the ability, who are the knowledge, who are the know-how? Think I also be Kokojinamia to swabber. But because we need to can't no be a whisker and no be a discartanity. Ababini. Onubevinia, they been skills no one, 10 qualities no one. They been no baba ye. And she said, no, the baby go up mama. And so, if you really want to reset Ghana, institutions now giving back to government. Institutions now a to supervise elections. Ama political party be winning. No, Obabe really on mine or see a man. We have allowed the electoral commission to take advantage of us for quite too long. Electoral commission in Yajumano, they are not doing the job. Every time. But Yajumano because anytime an EC official is appointed, he seems to work with the government. He seems to be under the powers and the controls of the government. That thing must stop. Why won't you see corruption everywhere? Why won't you see deficiencies in public service? Because institutions now also share now you a party to handle all other institutions, you know. On him and so this is what we are going to.
All right, okay.
So our request is so simple.
Now, Mark,
simple.
Very good. I get your request, but then because now Okasabi Okafa actions are NDC party no as a whole ebe take against a year members and as aspirant omukosa elections no but yanko ejikakra say ye konisa de ne say ene krata no a free majority ho ba ye no say omo annul election ene sanke no no.
I think sir majority in parliament ajampe gano omo peredodo I listen to make us omo pere. You are calling for the annulment of the elections after the investigating report. Have you seen the report? A annulment and the option available. And in any case, in the internal parties elections, you know, the code of conduct, the constitution of the NDC, obi ekoko inducing crofo momoto abamana ya non-elections ana. Is that what the constitution says?
So with the internal affair.
And I say internal affairs say in the Mrana de Juma. Are we acting based on emotions or we are acting based on Nipa and Huabashem? Is that how we are acting? Are we acting based on the color of the person, the structure of the person, the religious background of the person? Is that what we are doing? And that is why.
But Yensham said, Matthias, yeah, but based on the now okay. It say Ebana de Oyi Sikacha, the Omunina Ubia Chadia. Obia my baby. When someone was distributing bags of rice, no obi so di enwa kusuaba, obi che motorbikes, obi che TV. Nyoma bebre na sanitary parts ni ade if I show you a photograph of delegates back on your man, or your mesho. Telling you, sir, collectively, you know, aspirant in Obiache Bibi, into Obiache Bibi dia. To me personally, internal business, don't you think Senka Obe to me majority in parliament, Ginesino, Aya Aquabenkrumono?
And as I said, Obi Kumobia, and this is court. We can just pass judgment because we couldn't nipa. For all you know, no what them nipa no do. But on you know what them say, that is why we have to allow investigations to take place. Investigation, no, and a full and comprehensive report of JC. Baba Jama said, a child or the man. If you know some motor bike, or they check, but the men are what they check, and find then. And report back from the investigation, no, and they outline the degree of effect on the election. For all you know, there were other voting centers. Maybe another one particular voting center be. Maybe no one bribe. Maybe no one will you go there to annul that election too? And that is why I say majority April. Amamrana Emma who can say electoral commission and unregulated political parties and all political activities. And if you never see Akobonia, the representation of the people are actually near electoral commission and yet or investigating. Now one more culpable no sanctions are 1 year per moment. And the sanctions are this: number one, they can find them. And number two, it can lead them into imprisonment. And that is where the criminalities come in. And this is America said we will need the OSP and the police service, the CID department, to work together with the EC. So the report is basically EC for the investigative report, you know, and they may determine whether we should prosecute them and who does prosecution. Office of the special prosecutor, because in this matter, no, it involves highly political influenced people. Oh yes, I will call command attorney general and the party for open or by open so on yet. But the OSP's office looks like an independent body, and that is why President Mahama said this. I say, even if an individual or as an OSP and a human spanier, that office must not be scrapped because it is easy to say that by able to me chase corrupt related activities of highly political people. Do you want to tell me, sir, current attorney general case will be this in one or prosecution just like that? Is that what you want to tell me? But if it's an independent unit and an independent institution, they have the mandate and they can do that because they don't owe anybody anything. They are not controlled by any powers. That is how we have to allow the institutions to work. And so we are only calling for an amendment into the Political Parties Act to stop people from vote buying in internal elections. And just gradually it is becoming normal. Investigate a media for a co-abonting cobus and crofon. Yes, magic bribe. Also, that's a bribe. I say that they be a much idea. Oh, I say where they are transport. Recent elections here, you said man for transportation. It is not allowed.
All right. Mate, Abrana only a din common na okasem no can be fa section 33 of the People's Law. Mabehe section 33 clause I or say but it is a clause 1 now, but or say a person commits the offense of bribery. Into ba A no ba I honmo say A I no say gives money or obtains an office for a voter in order to include the voter to vote or refrain from voting. On say a hono me problem is say one can't say internal elections. That is where very good.
You know, that is a loophole. About that hono mama internal if anything internal elections, you know. Because this one is talking about general elections.
It applies to a national election.
National elections.
Not internal elections.
That's what I say.
say national elections, but not internal elections.
Not internal elections.
Okay.
And that is why we want the NDC to, as a matter of urgency, based on the discipline. Oman Kasa say they are probity and accountable political party. Ghanaians are watching. We want them to take action. Let's see action, not just writing of documents. After so, let's look at the amending that particular act, so that it will include internal elections. The German national elections, let's include internal elections, because if we want to stop this thing, I would say start internally and stand about Bonson.
All right. So you are also calling into a amendment of that particular, All right. Very necessary.
Deter people from buying from vote buying in internal elections.
Okay.
Elections or national elections.
All right, Mark. Me da se pasa Dwabrem oni edin komo. Why? Mate, enjoy the rest of the day.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Mark Ewusi Akon, or executive director, Emma Election Watch Ghana, and I'll tell say meneno AD and Komono a while ago. Mark Akon and I'll tell say menindin Komono. Yanko Ayawaso na Ayawaso East. Yanko tie and Komobia delegate for no na onum AD ewo.
Na ebi no mama 50 million. Ebi no mama access pad. Kibo Gary pad ye di to aba. Ebi ma pad Kibo Gary Kaba Cafe and Tumapofa ice chairs emu bottle enti se baba jama so ama TV enu nya news ebi bae ansa na ebi so e dey eba but eya na bi ka say so oye sa na aso auto vote what you dey free e na mo di sika eto enya baba jama na ebi sika to ye free tete ebi bae na mo di sika na ba ji ye enti sa na tie ye da wase enya baba jama na ebi sika to ye free tete ebi bae na mo di sika na ba ji ye enti sa na tie ye da wase menso me da wase.
All right, okay. Delegate bako ena ote se ne nkomo ye bo no but oko eye Facebook no so a MCA from mama adwemra ha why oko e Facebook no so a obon say ye the picture bi beto delegate bako anwa emu ene ne omo esisi nanimu no enye aduane ketwa na delegate bako bia it is a delegate dodo a ene am na say aspirant no mo oska. I ask you maybe some project here there no ema me he say omo share dem odi nkomo kwa me
Miriam
akwa no to me pejana to na twene pru na nkura nipa ni brabre wa ha no he emu asisi ho he anwa he kivo kabre ne buta nyina wom ena entoma pofa no eni TV ne sketch na motorbike. Enti my question is say when nyina ye delegate baako dia meanwhile nye nipa baako ena de nioma we nyina so maaye omo ekọ abato ni nyina. In fact, I learned say we don't know Cheska.
We know Cheska.
Oh Cheska.
We don't got any more than pa.
Oma 3,000.
And money and one. And
so anti identity and Baba Jama akwakoye a topic for discussion
because omu use
and on your government appointee.
Na so many about that board and so. They also they are using good governance reasons to obscure the real political reasons behind it. Mekai say eye yenua panyi ba ko oredu no ya ambassador na do time or when ye no reasonably what when ya be so babe campaign so they recall you so that ehonom no ya team do bia kwhwe it in response how dem ayini or say after winning the NPP parliamentary primaries I was recalled as high commissioner by President Akufo-Addo to avoid a vacuum at the mission and to focus on the parliamentary elections. Others were recalled too. If corruption and abuse of office are truly the issues, the real test is simple: annul today's elections. Anything else is a small screen. The person will change. Abano matono. Baba Jamala winning. Why winning? No. About a campaign. What do you mean a campaign on Zanya Jumano?
Definitely.
It's definitely the mama let Tomuche reasonably no. It doesn't serve any purpose. Optics now and NDC will play along.
Oh, but a letter I just say I recalling. I think it's the one.
I mean, say it's just the optics. And I'm going to blame you. So when I vote buying, of course, you think I recalling.
Oh no, but I don't think so. It's because of the
vote buying. They were saying so issues of vote buying. Is
that what Felix Ofosu-Kwakye wrote?
Post the letter. So they've taken notice of NDC letter no matter on vote buying. No, then so they've recalled Baba Jamal. Giving an impression, not go for presume say because of vote buying, yeah, withdraw Baba Jamal. You can post the letter. In kind letter, no. O just say so. No optics. And I reasonably say vote buying, are recalling from the position. What about Omar Kano? Apart from Nipo Akonso, a press conference. In the press conference, he indicated clearly, say, on one any appointment or an interview with City, make me so push on my producer. Also on kwa na also on kwa na any appointment other than others no dey said indeed a vote buy in tina e Baba Jamal ya recalling na others no appointments dey entache other Baba others dey ya recalling omo ma me no that board me so no near recalling no video no but that's so do be
but I feel some board no different from the ambassador.
Then you say appointment. It's a appointee. Na se ma ya ade. Na se enutimo twema so a. Na se same kwanso the same offense a. Ade na others na eja omo so omo do nko. Na Baba Jamal mo mu de.
Ana ye wa appointee.
My point ni say unim obi a we these elections we actually him say it was a case between Mosquito and the Jubilee House. Baba Jamal is a Mosquito guy. Why name? What would do any D elections actually be? You know it. Why name him Jubilee House and support him? That is the battle that is going on. In any event.
Oh, now kind of meeting.
Yeah, me say in any event. MPs now we say, oh, Baba Jamal, ya no no. Omo dia hin and the MPS guy in his primaries. That's the level of hypocrisy. Omo dia MPS guy in his primaries. You better to crack say ho. And vote buying enye. O just say.
Very good.
But there tiny the hypocrisy MPs be the come. 50 kweta when this general secretary. Omo kwa elections were just 10,000 per constituency. And also no dey.
Na ya na muska no motene.
No, I said these are the things I own. I said where dey buy ya boss. I said where dey buy ya boss. O just say, "Mama you make another example." O say the biaye politicians no. It will be a amount the urban amount I hu nkofo ani so. Amount you on so reasonably it makes sense. So they be TNT. O just say, but with this amount here, I can't want to see me any man on my see. Unim NDC members some was or needs a strong OCB. Almost at one by said by elections be bring you. Because you said by elections see.
Was it the free presidency and party there?
The presidency. Presidency then recall Baba Jamal. So you can post again na yankai. I hold my bit my posting na yankai.
All right, okay. Ebeko kojo
say NDC.
And then many kojo na argument more fire. My man fire. Me free her.
They say NDC for more NDC strong we be na bomb say by elections. Cause by elections na so obenya moto, obenya TV, kivo gari, sanitary pad, obenya meko, obenya ntoma, obenya cash we are. No obenya buta.
Anyone in your market.
Any market to be person by elections is you. Because one period war, one period come out she. Every go afa na onfa. And more 25 kg in 6 bags.
Now wait, it means that bojo.
I tell you, I want to inquire Kofo Gallon me and Maggie keeps no cowbell box. They could quite a man on the sanitary parts. How much time will be a man on the sanitary parts will be any.
What you saying?
As what you could or command wife. Men in your sanitary parts.
Anti TV no.
TV and a moto. Now motor require boy saying. It is a say by elections ba. Na say within 1 year of coming into government when you say ska we at we now
there be mo he bibi I say bibi dan wan so e dey scanner
ska
scanner dan wan so
onko for ma uti ma mini interview ma me say obi di kama 5,000
I say obi di kama 5,000
and so it 3,000 so be asa be top in apple and obi a che bibi ga san fanfa ka na baba jama so nche TV nkwa o nche TV nkwa so say na NDC by elections be the NDC for in almost strong goes be bra bon by elections mbra. And funny enough, ukwa wasu East Tonum na. Sali, deprivation pa. Who development down hole?
I know the place.
Exactly. It will
to interview them say you hear say developing human capacity
I was east
but dem go for pay na say ba na ne ni ma area honest enu ano
ni ma ka okudi
what ase ya kama gum it is say ya de be yomo say ya de be yomo ba ko kromo say omo so ka say so kwa kwaji makwaji ni de ese mobile yezo ese bre yezo nya the same thing as na to aba because say yankwa ye ba beto aba munkwa ye ba beto aba munkwa muntimi nkoto na ye timi mfa sare ma we nyina amremu na munwa ma expect nyina be kwa to aba na mamu o ja say and these are things I think say enu raise a bigger question about vote buying and say some de bia ika no and it also creates a certain problem for politicians but I think say ye kwa enim de pese sa di we ejina ade a say ye bomoden na ye nyina ye and say abato na ye to no it must go beyond a year omnipa kakra bi no o just say moving forward for instance MPP this time here reforms ye bie yabato nim including former constituency officers and the former regional officers mejiri pass moving forward no e bedru baby a ye be bie ma manakoka ye former electoral area officers and the former polling station officers once our best pay new numbers when increase numbers by about 400% to cash now we dey say for instance me meter for me we dey say nipa 1000 to aba nipa na kwa do 5000 enti kwa ko mo bia 5000 cedis enye ye what you say and that should be the way to go now subsequently every card bearing member in good standing as a share masa nipa kro no enya eye voting right because one thing bia koso a mentiase OSP the OSP is increasingly losing focus asamu ba na fa ban ote so ho a this of kwan bia so twimo ko kan BP adentia obi be to aba how many days ni anaki say jaben abe to aba we no ada all of a sudden afin wa kai say eye MBB to aba okay yama TNT na ote say obi chemoto ote say obi che TV ote say obi ama 5000 ote say obi che emo bags akizeze
achede bia ya achede
maja tumu ene say on investigate John Mahama ko John Mahama de on so ma achede o ma TNT wa ma TNT ni bi Jama no TNT
for a 40 cities bi
and to o ma bi ese bi katia ene ofo so abofo o ma TNT o cheska o so investigate no eya MPC o mu go parliament 276 o investigate obia Oria appointed some more o investigate obia he's just been unreasonable asemesi if say we will focus on this matter and then now person draw in the MPP just to equalize me just say ye it doesn't make sense Baba Jama asem ya akra be kra no we investigate kra enye Baba Jama ne nkwa
enna na me bisa maka kun say ene sa de ene na say ye omo investigate ni nyina dia then mekwa ko tie majority in parliament omo annul election ni mo
abato na omo annul ya
so bi a che bibi
dabi omo annul ya it doesn't even end it point they say memeni mark enya adwen say eye section 33 no elementary to external elections already section 33 now say me send bread na there is no way oka external ewo mu on ka say interparty elections one almost umpo so any election we have to about so obi to about obi to be say obi kwa kwa ndi so obi bia no o just say that qualifies mama read it just for clarity
all right
ti ma ka say section 33 1 o say
Obi message you about Facebook now.
I say a person commits the offense of bribery.
Family had enough special prosecutor were you my who.
Oh, what do I pa?
I say a friend Isaac Shen. I say please doc, didn't you know that Asenso Boache shared cars in Bantima here?
Banti.
Miss Manti.
Exactly. Tell you be a make allegations.
Gabby saw her live on Facebook. From a year Anyan Kwanta Gauso and I yes I Gauso or say drip clue at work. Oh, all right, okay.
No car Friday some maybe.
They say omo ye adwuma no much as here. Messages but I'll get back to the Facebook and check them.
Cash, I was saying, a person commits the offense of bribery. A, if he directly or act through another person. I, gives money or obtain an office for a voter in order to induce the voter to vote or refrain from voting. Or I, makes a gift or provides something of value to a voter to induce the voter to vote in a certain way or to obtain the election of a candidate. Now, Pacho, never know to no. Omo say and can find day. Gifts no the moms on find day. It was to make them candidates. So a man that no. It's already sufficient. It's a one all ya. Na say what you to me say one all no basis ah. And no SPM form prosecutor. Knowledge it's no NC. But that also brings in the hypocrisy.
But me question you say yemfa a section 33 of the People's Law in Tunchain. Now, a internal election. A day na NDC mrano ankasa ekasetia dia koye no.
Me read the NDC constitution. No.
That's one thing.
Me read the NDC constitution.
Na mo so mo de ndene no so
your guidelines forbid buying votes.
Okay.
O just guidelines are you be to abonten no. That is why this time now we are working towards it. Okay. It's a process that is ongoing. And maybe another number is not says which is good. But it's a journey. There's more to be done. But as the harming the hypocrisy of the majority and a presidency. Parliament. So Baba Jamal, why Baba Jamal?
And then a question.
Is it because it was a tense? I said, question. I do a course. It was a shadow match. Be a shadow on presidential prime minister between Mosquito and the Jubilee House, and people have been whipped in line. Me who names the woman Collins Dowd are signing. I'm saying, call all Collins Dowd. I was signing. Now when the two votes say, you know, signing man. You know, signing man. I didn't say OSP Juma or make it sure say oh yeah Juma ni. No so idea obey bia what for whatever reason or so provided this unreasonable rationalization. But me tell say enye. Tigas on Baba Jamal no mo nsem ne de. Me be si honum.
All right.
Na me ma wish me so congratulations. Amponza. But no first time say we regional Afrafanto no regional deputy director. Saturday Okoyise Fema ko hu ya. So national deputy communications director for Afrafanto. For UP. Me pacho that's an call.
Bro.
Hey, oposta
no. Na so kasa na
me pacho to
design flyer no.
Or send a flyer me. Yam so or send
they don't website, they don't page no.
David.
It is say we na UP.
Me nese you obi na di medical school. Doctor.
Me say uni UP. Maja to know that do
ko me o microphone na.
Be ma no.
Be ma me na. David we dey who can make kasa.
Dem be say. Me say. Radem. O share o flyer out the call, o post out the call. In Selfem on Saturday. And penyo obi na do call school. But when you down on it say John Akwesiam Ponsa, Deputy National Director of Communications, United Party, Afrafanto Party. But I mean, what's the about take we are not present who say we are independent commentator. The other thing is how we say.
Oh worry no.
All right. The other thing is
me pacho
me present me chiro Saturday na credential so.
Na say omo post me no ana.
Okay, nti we no program no said Saturday o come. I say John Akwesiam Ponsa, economist, financial and investment analyst, corporate strategist and consultant. Member of Chartered Institute of Bankers.
Because me start 2024 and I have Afrafanto regional director of communications.
It's from him. He chooses where he wants to go. Exactly.
That means tell me everyone say
I only hope you
say that Afrafanto
engineer the way to am no.
Say that Afrafanto
credential is speaking for itself.
Exactly.
Afrafanto dear you share the matter
let's watch out to Afrafanto.
Osava front.
I want to I don't do that because we don't solo. So can pana
doctor.
So the deputy.
Uti was is here. Me doctor no free within so. Ebe how to what go home school?
Cash. Oh, from the doctor.
Oh, Tobo. What go home school? What I say? And it may fair to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Send me address you.
You can't rubbish his
for what bodina when ya.
Yeah, sure.
They will cherish Dr. Cass. They will cherish
me for Kwame Usu.
David TM. They will cherish
me for Kwame Usu.
David TM.
One from Dr. Mo. One from Kwame Motia. My company that.
Doctor, and you know, boys, Dr. Cass. Kwame Motia no one there. And look at Facebook official name.
They will cherish ne di wachie. Dr. Cass me boy. And I miss you me value any di mechie. Enti umia one frame and ponsa ultimate frame chartered banker. Dear me pen on. Oh, I know dear. If you children come or you dinner bontene. I wouldn't walk what they go near my. And I will feel sad. And I oh dear me
so you can't intimidate my clients.
No, that's it. So but Dwabrem platform or that to other
Prof, you can't intimidate my clients. Live on Facebook. Okay, me call Facebook no camera. Me ba doctor here, mami call Facebook no sumra. Richie Crow or say, please, we are waiting for Otec TV. Okay, keep waiting. We will come very soon. We are waiting for Otec TV. And Isaac Eshen, the Makai, Gabi, the so media so. Owarisa Kodia say, my name is Dwabrem Opoku Warisa Kodia from Amakum. I say, good evening, seniors. Yate, Yajo so pa, Yajo so style be near the idea. Yeah, that's it. Why? I say, or monitor live on Facebook. Or say, good evening, senior. Please, nobody sees NPP share money like that, like NDC did last Saturday. Motorbike, clothing, television, butter, bags of rice, oil, eggs, and even aboniki. Hey, aboniki. Or say, hey, NDC. Mo Jamal Gomez or say watching you live from Eastern Regional Capital Koforidua. Thank you very much for your time. Loris Ngegbe or say I really enjoy your show. From Loris Ngegbe, say Law Atunsu Monaco. Steve Agri or say God is pushing the NDC by their words. And Osandia ba NPP Jamal say NPP is not coming near to power again. Nana Kojo Bao say good evening, doctor. Listening to you from Adia Set Executive Hair Grooming Launch, Abbey's Park, Ashtown. All right, okay. Thank you very much for your time, Prof. Yeah, as and when message ni be besan be kan
right.
Then na masanti esi hon so.
Dr. Cass, mechiao ekwanso nkoso. Na mama mo ya akopa. The weekend he was a very hectic weekend.
Sure.
Na me baha. On say day ni nsuo toy. Moye no. Me duru baby akasi wa ta. And I'm say ayeka. Enti Otec se mo hu me ho a enye bo apayo. Me tutu ntuma pa na me mamo ya akoso. Na me ye no free ho Dr. Cass. Meka se asemu a abeidie moya ade na edika pa goodbye. Dr. Cass, dear ewo asemnum ni say Ghana ye problem a ya face for years. And he say ya misrepresenting nyansafo with esikafo for a very long time. Dr. Cass,
yeah.
Bibia anadated bia ni wiase a ekire se obi wo sika wonim nyansa. Misi subiu. Data bia ni wiase a ekire se obi wo sika wonim nyansa. Ena data bia so ni wiase a support se obi nim nyansa o sika. Na emum ye hwe dwumadi a wo bedi edi aboa o man no. Ni agira ho ahwe se ade we die ye behia sikani ana ye behia nyansani. Ghana, like African countries, eye kura ye frɛ no developing country. Just say, yeah, boy, a home modin bia said, ye be ya, ye knew here, entem, ebe warrior. And until wako here say ye pe candini, amena be di enim dia. Na ye po bia, na adwene mu do, enye suku kwan so nko nemum or what the ability to answer to the problems of the electorates. Enipa say ye pe obi ama youth na gyina so aka say ye pe di obetimi abie adwuma edi amaya say nipa no ye betimi afole on. Ye pe nipa obetimi a kire adwene ni nimde no what the right composer and qualities say Ghana for ye hawa enti ye to aba no obeyi yen edi afiri mu na enipa ho na Otec moya ade bia me nyina so emfa nkamasem Otec nana full name media me ni different Dr. Cass prefer olele oyobia ma hwe no from afar free bra me hu no why a talent scouter.
Yeah.
Say, ukono program so no hunu bibi wo mu a ohwa woka. So when she out me catch us akwa we obema mi station aye powerful. Nana Puku. It is such a person we a leader. Nanso bia ukokrem no oni sika e broso e wa abrabom ene enka se oye billionaire. Na nipa obeyi no so ede na be ye adwuma wo Otec bia so no yede mfaso ma Otec sana Ghana electorate no akoye se utiri ye na ukoyi kandini papa na adwene mu bobbe wo ideation kwa so me pacho leadership is about problem solving. Leadership is not about money sharing. A problem na Ghana for wo ohia adokoro ye unemployment adokoro ye na nanu ana MPP kura wo power de na inflation yesika value ane kura eso atia ko 55 ene sante ba from to 23. The problem any ewom ya de COVID-19. Dr. Cass afi wutwe Ghana economic landscape no a usan hunu ade bi se ye dwadi a ye die gina na se economy na ye run no ye import driven than export driven. It say ye kranie ma bebre efiri amonone na e depreciate ye sika nanso ye padwene a ye penyansa enki ebetimi dia turn ye fortunes etimia exporto eniema akwa amanone na enam so na Ghana enya no ntoma fafra ebiebie enyuma bebre ema youth no. But what do we see? Arehu sem ne say me badami tio emfonyina etwa nyina ekire me ade ba kope one definition for today's party politics. Eye group a omaka omu ho abom na wosusu se enipa wo manum nyina nim nyansa enti yankamom ni en confuse wonum na ye ntusu de ye pe emfa nkose wonkon so opeu so ompeu se nipa no betimi aye adwumo so ntimi nyo monye na monto abama no. That is the positive analysis of what is happening in today's politics.
And how cry because I think in 2022-2023 me kase mo baba ya Sports Stadium.
Okay.
Na me kase I believe say parties no betumi enya kwan papa bi a o betumi dia replace MPs and na baby by elections better no because gradually and now say baby adru no I see say delegates in question they end up giving us wrong leaders to be elected.
Oh, be power. Oh dear, I'm so the margin dear. Dr. Cass.
So only me adwene
me no oh enter America so margin.
Delegates end up giving us wrong leaders for
Dr.
election.
Cass, adie bi ye mareho. Na in fact, ujamia one try me vote. enko class bi ho da menem asefo nyina ade bi ye mareho say Dr. Kesken te hey owie university ebo masters wie ye no when hunu se wode na de sua etu ho if say wo hunu say education a key variable in what nation's development you can GDP now by householder you can say human capital theory enti wo kodenim na min kwati enipa ekoyi MPP flag bearer emu 72% eye JHS leavers me pato Google oh me see data eba here from a crap me ya ma wansa makasa wie
or make submission to nyabo
me ya ma me see ansa na me free ha no na me de atodwa
that would be good
72% eye JHS leavers na die na eka kire o die eka kire oni sebe minuanom obia nyema no ensi bone me di kan kasa ye no me kan se wa anko suku a enche so di nyansa ne mo me de yem analysis Dr. Cass die omnie enipa o kan bia na adwene mu bobia obetimi a challenge wo na wonam kwa abone so a obetimi atenetene ho se ekwa we die nkoye on the basis of ninim dia wakosua ewosua pon mu no say nipa no ena a surround na wo ye choice e de me leader enye obi a wote emfikyire me pa cho me nwie me me pa cho twere me se twere eya wo de me de na me meka me de na meka enti Dr. Cass abrahu sema wo ni say Southway so vulnerable in society say baby an no masua koduru ye no so can inflation no ankyerechire mkura na wonti asem na se say nipa na koyi leader na on top of that okoyi leader no ya sa ko tiche sika na sika na ye tiche ye no ye didia to so say ye TNT baku bia minima onu ko police station by police station ekoyi executives na 2 months ahead no wo ma obia 2000 per a month onu no calculation de menye calculation ami be yedie enipa 211,849 ene ekoto aba out of 333 polling stations baku awom ayeso otua akese paa no delegates na neka oso ma wo TNT 700 cities na o ma wo TNT 700 cities ne de mo amunim se ye kaso obi ye analyst ya mathematics Dr. Cass o de multiply figure ya ekoto abeya wunya 148,294,300 cities eye baako de otosu bi enu amenfa ni din entudwa onu so tia 500 no wo de times figure na to abana onu so nya 105,924,500 cities baako so tia 500 o ma ka ne de memma ho baako so tia 500 onu so figure ya 105,924,500 se ye ka figures we nyina bomwa ye konya 360,143,300 Ghana cedis
360,143,300
cedis
Sikoska
Sesikai ena MPP abatwa edutu modie mankan because medical aka say omu ihu ye mmobo na me sire nyame se nyame mpagya omu sikasem na enkoye to omu de me ma ho ma family and sape Dr. Carr Sami and saying as an economist and analyst say wo busa me problem ba ko e wo Ghana ha pa ye agri based economy enti agro processing plant ebetimi employ figure enipa 2,000 to 5,000 youth say sikakro ya no wodi si agro plant ama cocoa processing cashew maize ene na sefo no etimi employ nipa 2,000 to 5,000 now rewo sema e woman ni say
ene den
sanka ye benya enimdifo a onum betimi by way of their right and na say woman self interest ebetimi aka say ye de sika yenya ebiebie enyuma ama Ghana fo enya bia ye na yetimi de no akogina so akopre tobi no saafo yi ka kire ye say what the digitization aba Ghana obronia ye no software Dr. Cass all ton software sebe owo engineers egu KNUST nano legonfo omu na airport AI system say port to use President Mahama ebe kan ye mampanyi na otisui ama ni student kwan from the University of Ghana as engineers amoma timia develop AI tool ama boa ye port system ewo Ghana ha no obi ti na America no aye ni drone epe obi aton ama no akọ Silicon Valley akọ hu nipan se ya no mumle ye bi nto no the drone system abre Ghana ha na wo dia ya achievement se wakofa drone e dia ba Ghana enti innovation Dr. Cass ya rehosem again say ni pakro ya obi aye ni gate system ewa abrochire
right
gate system doctor obi aye ni gate system ewa abrochire oton na sika no ebe de economy no obi akotobi na doctor so obi aton fidie eno odi ko no krom no okaso aye innovation dia say nyanka Otec e was say Ghana for nyina mo manager ye no president of Ghana if fidie mo to ya mo de ye adwuma no mo krefra abrochire and these are digital tools na obi akokra fidie ato e de Ghana sika convert it to dollars ama cedi na depreciate na nipa we enam say sebe yebu obia say ye de yanko school nti wa be kan kire Ghana for say ni pay the digitization agenda abra digitization no am benefiting engineers e wokro me say KNUST e what am build me software ko you get engineers but you dump all of them you go plenty mamento wako to be machine now they be confuse Ghana for say Ghana for hunu se nipa ni nyansa
all right
Dr. Cass
o de aye waso na si
oh minye o
wa wie
ani me hiti
udru ka okudina na o tifa che ona de wani tire enfie fufurom ana wanu ka okudi so udru ka okudi na branche in the meantime na ye hwe anim se malamisa e ba bedru abat malamisa enyammae onuru ha ti metan de kakraba na adenka okay on the 72%
no outrightly false
don't worry na we check you but the hu ye no 41% no just 41% JHS leavers but the issue is on what basis because I was questioning the credibility of that research maybe hold on for me
outrightly false
now me question the credibility of that particular
even beyond credibility can you 72 now was kind and that was 72 now kind
me tie and me misa no question bi hold on myself me pacho JHS now can I
okay JHS Because it's JHS livers.
JHS.
Which is false.
Hold on. Maybe Nanipa no here research no. E man say JHS for ko pay delegate album.
Comicron finso. Man more example. Comicron finso. Make me a catcher on authority. Say 80%. JHS livers.
We are researching about.
Mr. Frey. Nanya me kura me film. How do I get there? You kura me film. Maybe it's delegate system. But we will get to that.
Me tough you for
me kura me film. Me no can't how do you know? Me no muneti.
Mate.
It's
we
and I did topic
no person can answer no.
I don't know clarify say outrightly.
Me say it
has no basis.
Okay, that's why I am sure.
MPP delegates over 200 and something. I better mo engage.
Me say delegates JHS.
Mate.
JHS.
And Alante Mateo boss. Bank convention.
JHS for.
I want bank convention. That's how incompetent he was. What I say? And I mean some of that. Okay, I want to use. I'm so and this is starting tacky out when you're there.
Mate, Mammy got Nadia. Perfect series books now make come from a Bomodiana to be Mamma Frano and King Kind of wow. Ghana games have such Jatum. Naka and so approve a year perfect series one books no. Shannon books no. If we next one, Cozy JHS books near available. Now, I'm one woman bit to say English language, if you basic one, Cozy JHS 3. History of Ghana, free basic one, Cozy basic 6. R&B, free basic one, Cozy JHS 3. Computing, a free KG1, Cozy basic 6. Creative art, a free basic one, Cozy basic 6. Science, any maths, and so Ekahubi. After you ban preschool, no so. Shannon say preschool, no. That is a free nursery one, a Cozy KG2. And also, Omo and more to say numeracy, language and literacy, creative art, phonics, computing, coloring, and writing for preschool. A band JHS for books and so Omo basic 7 to 9. That is JHS 1 to 3. Omo books to say English language, social studies, RME. Almost science, almost computing and career technology, almost science supply past exam questions. That is perfect series when books no. Almost mock exams a year past questions terminal exam and a midterm exams so. Now Shannon so books ni be tour. Ubo Romo Kumasi here put uja Ben station no. And crying so dance man first stop. Now ura all leading bookshops across the country. Copies no ebi ewo. Upedudu anso tour. For perfect series books was 0243 299 938 0243 299 938 and at 0540 755 465 0540 755 465. A perfect series in Quadia. Your world's future is secured. Vema Plus Limited. So mundu no bomodiane pebinato na utobia. Ebe boa papa. Preserved capsules so be check Ojonso. Said the Bema Ojonso sam ekono no. Ojonso na na tifri ni ade pampan so di akire. Onya preserved capsules ni be boa. Afi edge drive capsules so from pan che na wasi. Ni ade ode boa ni na wahwe agun tentem sa no. Osisi yade na be yiwa frim. Onkwamo na wo fam so be yiwa frim. Okoba ko ntimi komienu ba ko no kura na kokora yasem. Bodonko a na wada otitintintan. Eno nya no ne suma eja kwan se kokoye. Bomodiane pe edge drive capsules ni bi nanom. Ono me be boa pa. Little capsules so ban sen carbon gina wanum e bia enkohwe no na ekuro bi na ato minimu a ebulo de ba ati ase ntunya little capsules ni bia e be yi mama ehu hia onipadua nim nyina afiri ho se de be ho ebeto little capsules no na ba ne dinat capsules de oba kaye na okonfichire nanu nansa na atwa anase ni tumni ade autum se ne oman koye e ba ne so na dinat capsules be bibia tu odo ton adro bia no obenya bi Vema Plus Limited in Roy Freddie Men's Heba bi ho, Danny Heba ubenya bi, Colina Heba ubenya, Missy Heba Apidank, any all leading pharmacy ni Heba shops ubenya, and I'll do it to Vema Plus Limited 0244 370702 0244 370702 Sister Spices Bomodia Nenya Sister Spices nibi Kaisa Sister Spices Roma non produce Sister Mackerel Onye bi na odie stewa Jack obeta fro sa no koye na mo se ba ne se ustimi nam o ye froya na o ye nkwan a Kaisa Sister Spices ne o man ye 100% natural anti omo goat flavor, fish flavor, chicken flavor, stew flavor, beef flavor mo ni nyina bi ho ai na opa dodo atu a edum pampa so obenya bi atu pizza te bi ho Roman Hill so amedwam ne bantima dwam obenya Sister Spices ne mani bi na watu ewo ho na odun kran so a hye no se CNB anaso kan hye obenya bi ewo ho no so atu ana obetua for Sister Spices ewo 0243 535025 0243535025 and 0279 140 940 0279 140 940 na wetumi akotubi na Donima Steel Complex Limited etun safro se bana dansi ho nioma entwanya look no further Donima Steel Complex Limited na so de wani kire omo chance de board dan so papa de eche etumi stand weather no style bia bi ni ade a we yesin su tobrem se ejina ho chenchirenche so oji nso ni gu na chi ani oji nso ni gu na chi ani no yi ufri asoso mu ni ade a bomoden a omo tropical long span roofing sheet and so omo type big strips IBR step tile and so kala bia pebia obenya tropical alozing any governance standard size dia ka so ne dia yenka so assorted colors ning na bi ho roller shutter gate system ni automatic garage doors yedisi fifie shops offices warehouse any other purposes animu no ning na so ubenya bi e ho tropical nails any carpenter's choice papa free ni kumem kona kesiem ning na bi e Donima Steel Complex Limited binding wire ni iron rods gnano ebi ewo ho na usia Boss Paper Products Limited ashe se Donima your sister company no yani ye Boss Paper toilet tissues and so you extra soft and extra strong ebo man power bra busum na kwa ewie so mani na no papa no ankasa eno no papa na nyama na afuse fofulafo se utunu watua ana utua no watututumikai na Donima head office no Asafo F Junction ye Bengana Revenue Authority odu tamaliso Kanvili ye Benkin David Junction no ana nkran so Kantamanto ye Ben GCB Bank Tachiman wanchi kwan so kenten na ne yadombo achifie no still ye wo ho Donima e was 0244 126625 0244 126625 and 0540 101555 0540 101555 Donima di ne boa ye beka se home of tropical product yanko Jerinas Heba na unya Jerinas Heba mechani bi ewofia abusua mo ho atomo ano no how be abefiri mu so echakini pedua ne betubunu yare na se ama wo so ho atɔ enti ne kase general well-being echakini pedua ne fi uti so ekosi unase eye Jerinas Heba mecha momodia na ma unsanka bi na onuma obaji adi Jerinas eye kama ejina ne naso esi hopa na se ba ne se usisi yade enti ama mensem kofom dia me pacho Jerinas Vicomisa no me kanfo adi ama Jerinas Vicomisa bomodia na ma unsanka bi bibia to aduro to aduro bia no na ne nyina kire no kai se e wo se moja dia frusani woni paduanim na moja be dia frusani woni paduanim dia you need a perfect blood circulation e ba ne se no a eye Jerinas Calic Mixture Jerinas Calic Mixture onya Jerinas Calic Mixture ni bia bibia be kama pa adi ama Colina Heba bi ho Giga Heba Freddy Mens Misty Heba Danny Heba Apidank Pharmacy ubenya bi nemum kai se men distributor no eye Amayeb Heba Shop Amayeb Heba Shop ewo Abuabu Station Amayeb ewo Abuabu Station obetumi afra Amayeb 0538484411 0538484411 ope Jerinas Heba le kira kwan ya furniture Breman UGC obendivia asoye no ope so fra mu so abomodi afra mu ewo 0241814677 0241814677 oba Otec FM hanswa obenye bi ato oba kaso ope engineer Charles engineer ono kwa engineer otonro oba obenya edro ni bi on ho na wato yentie adofo adwenkyire tiawa na yentumi ntoaso
Totakas memwaha ye frame audition ba mikasa free nyune so number 1 e wa atwema kwa ngoma lawyer Kofi Amankwa menu mpasua so mame chiacha ma odene ho koku apia the next incoming Asante regional chairman Dr. Cash pewira ho se ababa kwa NDC fo koto na obi amudi o man so a akuafo enya sika amanfo akari wo mu koko na matimi aboabo sika no edi tomoto mattress emo anwa eni indomie na pa se Ghana akuafo osu a no kwasem ni mewira ho na NDC efritete 1992 omoche matches omoche buta omoche bentoa ni nyina yeketase hye NDC nyamie nim ni sankofa bi emusuo.
Yes, that is me. I mean come on need my family. Dr. Cash, when you say galamsey na ajinsemo. Yes, see I'm sorry diversion tactics and ye kwachiri we ye kwachiri we yes research we any of this galamsey na ajinsemo. Na ura mahama so Dr. Cash, what you say? Was it Baba Jama a bribe? No, one I give bribe to or no. And yes, what checking Baba Jama, the only one checking on.
Dr. Cash, Michelle and Obeja for Crespo, and I make a say Mekasa, a free fufu cash. Money Crassi, Oya Dea Ghana, a true intimincha. NPP, NDC, Titru, name mum near course so a wire was East Indian, couldn't ye, I know what thing. Oshe and near ma, or more day cha, now be say, or co parliament wa, a dear no acquire the Aquateneca, or better the Castle and some pet, a Tressa Ghana, Yamano Fono, Omu Ditimemu for Nabro, Omaba.
Takash, I'm a Kwamruku, but some constituency communications officer. My mom money Juma, my cham regional chairman and Akwasi. Dr. Cash, Ashanti region, about Papa Ba, Yabisi, Santa Maya, and Santa Maya Fanatuma Pefla, because you had 2 minutes and Nipabinsa, Chimensa Bunsuaha, Simon Semensa Waha, Chamauntumuaha, Education Minister Waha, Mukuta majority in Parliament, Montimia Puntu Fama Santa Mayo. Let us say your mama and this by Papa Ba, nearby Puntu Juma Dama Santa Maya. Most as our press conference in Amoya. Mopati na Govi, Gana ni Benu Behano, Aquacotona by the Amomobium.
Cash, the Pacho FM, Alaji Matthew, Obimpa, Obipe, the Chair Regional Minister, Thomas National Hussein, spokesperson, Marriage Minister. Cash, the Pacho, because Aban Scano, Obetia, Anawuntia, Anawutia. Cash Emiansa, Wotia, Mugusutia, Anawuntia, and Aban Susu Egusutia. Chiu man, Cash, Ugusutia, a different semin show. Migusutia, that means Ugusu Anawutia. Ekusi a chinam chinchi. Intimacy say na de ben de munjai. Nhwemu bibinu. Why? Ntiwotuako.
Dr. Cash, memo awie, meta sabam road no sintraso. Dr. Cash, mema one co-host mo e prepare bunati assess amamo ento aso. It is an another down kwa start so am interchange. No one we na NDC eba, that's a Muslim NDC into aso ye nyina team. E mo vote NDC enyo Ashanti region. Mo vote NDC enyo Ashanti region.
Hello, Tech Boys. Good afternoon. Sounds my mapa. Program we na wie in fact, the near Jehopa. Prof Kano Kreno atre MPP for pa. Because the only sentiment has seen pa. Mobile Denchamboso to fancy a quan. When you're my who can see a Becca so your politics. So you know, a sentiment enjoys her roots Nina. So mobile be roots no basa echo. I feel a mobile blame NDC4. One of Moshas, and one to be a young free. So I'm there or more can once a month. I know was the same cry. My young who she in a masorco. I fear will be about mobile because at the ending. When you almost want some cry, before no, when you want some cry.
Dr. Cash Aliu Abranti ni Emia Zongo. Dr. Cash Minkoma Samson Medical Chairman Urdin Boga Eta for Pancrono NDC Chairman no Abranti no Bedumapa. Dr. Cash Miwa Jimmy Power majority of Parliament or most statement now Modiabano. Party issue statement, more majority Sangamoye part of the party. In Canada was a Musumu issue counter statement. There be media Minister Baba Jamal Wanya Bonibia was your appreciation to delegate no nko ma mu bibi o ma mu bibi nko mbeto amano enti baba jamal yen support mo bia ha no nko di ni MP mo ni nyamenya aduma
na taka je bitwa no waja fonya because frustration from us say ya wale de na wa ba ko pepe chama me antidora awoti aso aso na bagash in fact NDC na CSA ya $10 so and so still niema kwa na ekosoro ene ya $10 so ene ya $10 so and so emo ene ewodwom ya tujimi mu ya ene amanfo to a e ma na yentewi ene omo se yate so no the MDC4 ye no de in fact kokofo no mo hwe no mo nti omo ka no mo nya de omo kirechire no ya ka so no nya menya adwuma bye bye
Kache from Sedu Kasafrita Pozongo Kache agenda say was agenda na the biggest hypocrite. Bisane say Vincent in primaries. Sign what you have to TV sani more and one fan standing fan in aka ho e momo ama hu bi yagani what for horma. Kache na minority caucus interchange no mo pay 2 tier. They should bow their heads and shame.
Na Dr. Cash nti ye kukuro mponi na yabaswa NDC for say obi aboba brewu afede amuso mfinam wa kire no mu wiye ziko tamodi de mo ba ye no kra project na hotu gwa nti memo amanye na afede de ehuni Ghana in December.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Hey, Opani, Mashusha watch, sir. Perfect series books here. Oh, mammy, go to be mammy, mano. Oh, Jajai. Abua wamo say what making kind kama. What cabrofo. Wow. Nankunta walk ready. A Jajai. Wonderful. Mr. Ghana for GIJ Perfect series. At 2 mono dear. Jai. No dear nim D4 and a chair woman Pia. Our crutch. Nursery. Any KG. Books BAB. And our science. Creative arts. Maths. RME. History. Coloring. Computing. OWAP. Nina. A free basic 1. Equasi basic 6. English every basic 1 equasi junior high school ne ba ne combine so a owoni nyina bi English nom and maths nom me say books be any ho perfect series any bi na GS any naka enso am approval into obata bia nkoto be maneba na say we de school be kura betumi akotu akoton amani students o na eno kura de wo table no so say hwi wo mo say set mock exams terminal exams and midterm exams at the mass school so a ehia wo mo a etufo nko Putuaja station wa enkran danso mine first up any omamu babia yetonton books bia for 0243 299938 and 0540 755 465 perfect series. Your worst future is secured.
Medofopa mepa ocho by Grace Hospital e won sem kakra bi bisawo da bay pa na wo pa ebrese ena de menyare o nanso me ko hospital me koye check up me pese me hu se de me nipadua no akwa internal organs no esi ye adwuma me pese me hu na hoden se de tie me brebo me kidney eye wo sa cholesterol dodo ewo me mu me genotype say me ye AA me ye AS me blood group me full blood count ehia pa say ye periodic medical check up. Ye check up na no na BBC ya ye hu ntem ye timi ye bibi fa ho by Grace Hospital e lab facility ai de hwehwemu ahodo pi ye hwe wanim so be ba be ye hwehwemu se be ya
Otec 1029 FM
oni ye nkasa wo 0244 97 68 05 bio 0244 97 68 05.
Ago NPP adishima maminche okwanya obefa so a obetwia woto na aboa manyuko na gina ne naso ewo sikasemu ye wonyi mu nan meche 4 categories: bronze, silver, gold and platinum. Busumi bia bronze members ebetwia 2 Ghana cedis, silver members 5 Ghana cedis, gold members 8 Ghana cedis and platinum members 10 Ghana cedis. Ebia won fasodia etechi meche benefits nani tiano so simple but star 920 star 270 hash ai star 920 star 270 hash net dem contembrantem emuda ho fine esanso ye convenient NPP shi rado
Hey, Nako, Nak. Hey, now he found a man for GP and a trade the aircraft being so fasu. Hey, sickens, don't they? And not clinic a doctor who can come down. Ah, doctor, no, be sure ya just one who moja kunana. Eh, no crepa. Menia, na, meshadia, me, I'm a cuba beer, a music glaucoma, a music pressure, and meniso. Hey, yama, affidie, let me run their cry.
Ah, and your doctor, Nania, or your screen one cocoon.
Eh, no crepa.
Ah, now say screen in a crammy code. A man, their drug woman is within 10 minutes. Bar now money soon na twaira.
I'll come in chim. And yes, and to a doctor, say if anyone pa alternate hepatitis B and C, Michelle Brebumi ade, diabetes, yes, pressure, Michelle Mudabroso, and no me be doctor tenete. So, Mamma Sam Antiminko, Empo, so Beman, a wukra, oh, ba, doctor say fagalic backup pebra. No, Bemo, ya Bema, asan swat the one, will be Messa, opposite Cassia, Tintin, and Emilia, Chemi baby, a doctor, so a coco, who must cross a month from, who must say a chance and 12 road. For doctor, 34 so 0598 311 NAC D7 Clinic. We bring your smile back to you.
Hey, Akra, what did you feel to do? Aden.
Nansen, in Sokodia, Dabroso, Nanan Nabomu, a Sofomana Pai, Sofomana Pass.
Eh, bra, a semna na wakano, nani secret anything.
Hey, T, Sister Marco Kofa by, or no any Akofa, Sister Spices, dear Bajaso. Spices, I would do be a sister dear Bajaso, on any mountain tasem you, sir, who feel ya pontia.
Good flavor.
So, pass all your fish in Quania.
Fish flavor.
Saku consono barrier.
Chicken flavor.
Nasa so ye stewer.
Steel flavor.
Who can do beef?
Beef flavor.
So, open to do a 2 atona, and now so pebetima.
And one so called a Dumpampaso, PZ, Roma Hair, Swami Market, and a Bantima Market.
And cry so CMB, Ana Okanshi, Ubenya Biwo.
Freying, our 0243 535025. Ana 0279 140940.
FDA aje edwedie nkratwe atum
Kitima Heba Center yana yakofa pada nwanwaso bi aba esa yalewa ebiti se chlamydia syphilis oba ya wona ba wi ase pacho na se be bonka be ma bi won so a me pacho ono ye wono ba wi ase no ne be ma ye ketua bi obi so ho ne de ye low sperm count obi wono ne be ma so bukura akojoto wo hania stroke hepatitis B cancer stomach ulcer obi de kidney obi de ye nakuma me pacho obi so wono ne chiri kasa ye ne ya obi wo hono mo pa wo yale bi se fibroid esi no kwai yale bia me fi se wante se mabodin bia no me pa chawo ni nyina ye Kitima Heba Center oba ye betima sama Kitima Heba Center ye ya adwuma eda adwada akopem memen so hwehwe ye na obehu ye ewo Accra anase Kumasi Abuya Kwase pass ofre ye number na 0246 91 47 17 Accra number no so ye 0541 238942.
Ghana, are you ready?
The best Bring Stand Please is finally here. The auditions are over.
And the best schools have been selected.
What we witnessed was brilliant.
Speed, confidence, pure intelligence.
These students didn't just answer questions.
They proved they are ready to compete.
The best Bring Stand Quiz is more than a competition.
It's a stage where young minds are challenged in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Only the sharpest survive each round. From 16 February to 29 June 2026, the real battle unfolds. Tune in every Saturday at 1 p.m. on TV3 for non-stop action.
Schools will go head-to-head, brains against brains.
All for the ultimate title of Best Bring STEM Quiz. This is the Best Bring STEM Quiz. Best Bring STEM Quiz. Prove you are a genius. Sponsors and media partners.
Otec 1029 FM, the pride of Ashanti.
Dwabrem. On Otec 102.9 Yakoya Yasan Abba. Dog.
Minya.
Cocoa sector agony.
I say a shas here na some common I did the Dwabrem buy an inchi. Menya can crunch ya penny phobia.
Sankofa Wenchi.
Met the next president of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Na machia ye odeno kwa pia me boss the incoming Ashanti regional chairman machia JFK na me amenya penny Matthew Opoku Prempe.
Okay.
Na minya cocoa sector any omagoni no. The first thing ana me dwon say nipa ba kwa wanya appointment to John Mama Memu man ka be ha me pai Randy Abi.
Aden.
Send na Randy Abi si kasa as a morning show host and in summer the we are no see canin sem. I say ye di bibi man over transforming overnight. But he has proven to be the most incompetent appointee so far, and John Mahama. Okay, no ma kusio, na cocoa sector kana e kada ho. Abai me ne ba na e kada cocoa sector ho. Ye ba e syndicated loan na NDC age no. No ma use am na san. Na cocoa e san ke to kan na about 350,000 tons. Ya me complain, we fixed it. If it is broken, that to Obama, you fix it. But the same Randy Abina, she saw one now on Timintia a year cocoa no. The same Randy Abina within this period of agony, no, what taught Land Cruisers 4 on India back on deputies men and Zubia DB. And I pick up some 110 for the directors. Say now say no Timintia cocoa no. These are his
every.
Oh, but who say Minya Penny Fifi Buffo, the former PR?
For Buffo.
Yeah, and I even Ghana Web Council I reported, so I reported.
Okay.
So we are no sample, right? So I that's what confirm. No, me say me that's because some can say fifi bo for kan. Now say Ghana web I report it. As well also can some no cry. What I say? At least you are confident about it.
Now, source of money no so.
From Coco Bodoma. What you Jack Ekwafoka? That's a bigger issue. And bra, what's ye a year excuses? A year Randy Abbey Emma. What him said for the first time. Coco Ekwafor Omukoko no. Ye de do my no. Sa a sister botoni bi mu. But Randy Abbey ya ba o catch say jute sacks. Ora edu atwa manabo so. And this your press conference bebre. Ti sa jute sacks o catch atwa manabo so no. Randy Abbey define him fa. All of a sudden, say jute sacks now. No, say boss, so bit my take country by 3 years no. If I hear say huni. That's how incompetent Randy Abbey aye. Now, cash. This is where the bigger problem no. When him say Randy Sabaye no, you fair be forward trading. Oh, kukumu. When him say oil sector, my miss oil sector as an example. You tell me could be a friend hedging. Who's a price it to me negotiations? The price way there. Ya my lucky price way in. So price way for the period of 2 years there. Ya de bana akofo mu akoso si ane beto no enti eba for trading na utimi kokko adwaman so no hu ebo bi ebo na ekono so ebo we de based on traders some knowledge of the sector say ampa e hwe say e betima akoso it ba form utimi lock in no ton kokko na he be the next year no what oni na akwa wie at that price no and sakrana kokko na ba enu nte say kokko nda mo but one lucky price no in omo experience what department no omo start trading no or buy no or transfer omo nyina e no go fa NDC for be go on na for aka be go omo so me novice omo so nti space na se e do omo twen san ka ne bo no be say hwihwia e na nyame ndom ho afofia say cocoa price ateki nose dive it is a year mismanagement and a management deficit ye beto we no e rande be ni create you enye obia but now this is where the bigger issue is. Na you say sorry bia na e ka asem bia so dollar no agina cedi na agina mini aponza kwa otade kana asem but the point is say cedi no ehwo ya din bebre so a the export sector of the country suffers. It's a basic fact. As a stance is here enkofo mo ka ne maba imports cheaper than your exports ana obi ana okra ode enema kwa abochi koton bia no. So first now the name ko na name no be 100,000 cedis in dollar terms. Scan ba be 100,000. So kwa ne wa beton oba I hear scale be no e be 85,000.
No, in real.
Me say like me say
in nominal.
Yeah, said that's the point.
Real,
that's the value. That's the point I make. Say I so bet to 85,000.
I get you. To also.
It is none the workers. A year 10 and no job yaka 5,000. Say ni pano. On to mean sustain that payment model. What else make can say? It had so be the members and the salary and go for no a salary so. And it's a creative problem. That's the problem the cocoa sector is facing. By 5 tons some week or somebody ka koton no maton. The question is says can e ba enti ncha cocoa ekwafonika. Muko kwa na first na ko dwaman so no. Says can e be ba no enti ntia muka. And abandon so your unnecessary politics be ahead of 2024.
Pricing
on their politics no. To the sense that the current Greek minister was on TV swearing with his life. Say hey, we're about 6,000 no yentua cocoa na yomu dia na say ye dia. Na every cocoa farmer be on na ire say do mu na health insurance. E say bobebre. You are too forcing. Eja cocoa communities. E ka tom some people buy na ewudini. Na omu dia omu ba o metu akọ 6,000. What I say, some no metima to ana so muntimi to is another matter. But abano mo yes anu so no mo say promise of currency ni so why den. E to promise say obetu akọ 6,000. Obe say currency ni why den. No say currency ni why don't mean to ya. Who calls am? And now there's a bigger threat. Cash. Say cocoa crafon be 3 months. We saw the name 30 bucks akọ your man one background huska.
Cocoa board dia betu dwa say oye ho adwuma na sika no atumi abeto
that been 3 months.
I think say last Thursday to Friday and a cocoa board betu dwa say okani o mabomti wonya sika kakra o de ma
kan de okaso okabo mye new they make can say 3 months nie ontua mi betua o na aka wasem ye beyo ya yo ene ye yo difference room watua they be ontua the ones are cocoa board in try no the same narrative of oh yeah beyo no and one almost like be actually me did say 3 months ago omo ka tell farmers oh munko ye can ma bom discover mo omo try but omo try no me pay ska to cars it's omo try na ye beyo oh ye can ma bom no it is no reason.
All right, so my main put question is say ohwe watche ye twen srani abasa ye twen okoko hu and as obi ka say cocoa sector no elusu its credit worthiness under NPP answer be na do money ba no
enye no credit manya document before it, so I was expecting this question at some point.
Oh okay.
I know my MBA documents na me read at least me read no kwa bi me pacho me send the document to some our producer just for the purpose next at least Kwao, ma send the documents na ma. Onwe. Cocoa Marketing Company Limited. To Cocoa Marketing Company Limited. All approved purchases under the facility agreement from Standard Chartered Bank. 13 September 2024. Or say, subject, discharge letter, Ghana Cocoa Board, USD 800 mil, receivable, back trading finance facility agreement for the purchase of cocoa in the Republic of Ghana, dated 12 December 2023. The facility agreement is supposed to be and the end game of this whole letter is say, "Scan na ye day no. By the time you baby 2024, you know, you settle size cano." It would be say a credit on worthiness.
What also happened to a syndicated Sikano Amoje Yanwa Sikano Yaji and I am for beans no so enco 2 billion.
So also cocoa season no. I just almost 2
windows. Said the end I'm 2 billion.
I'm saying almost 2 windows. The first window almost set almost sorted the first window. The second window ever to the NDC. Exactly. The second window ever to the NDC. That's the explanation I got. What I say?
Okay.
It's my point I'm making here. Yeah, buy and also me making a point say yeah buy no. Now there were about 350 beans, 350,000 tons as yet. But now more syndicated no margin asa. But because the cocoa window a 2 you have to find a way. I don't know how they did it. That's what I'm gonna say. If it is broken, you have to fix it. What I say?
Okay.
And at the end of the day,
that statement. You don't know how they did it.
I don't know how they did it. That is why I'm gonna managers of the space. And obi a bidder. It will bar now one system na say. So obi say round yabi. Not so cocoa once, but no on system anymore. What you do is say the experience has what one pound. Only one funny thing away. Directors or better money now. Who's a moment now coffee? Or 2 million benefits more, or 2 million salary. And I offer new people about good offices now. You can put 50 bucks on the line.
Whether or more experience or no money experience.
Yes. So when all these things are happening now, who do you blame? Okay, the trading department. And I mean, my example. Or transfer money in every hormone now. I did newbies ebe good honor. It's a trading. Muga could trade. No more plan for Castille. No more trading wrongly. Time I some lucky in price, man lucky. Not price about for man. Who caused it?
A bear lost the
amount. And no one seven again ye can. And funny enough, or seriously enough, they say cocoa farmers here 3 months being some comusike. A bit more threatening say I'm no almost asked Magalam say for. What do you do? And there's one thing I mean, so I buy bit here. Ye politics free man. It's 10 billion or the contract seed and say me policy wise than Kameni. So therefore my dream in Kwandia. Set out $1 billion. Debia you see Ghana near Ivory Coast. Cocoa you trade, you know. You get just about 5 billion cedis from the cocoa benefits. But you produce about 60% of cocoa beans now.
Yeah.
Says can we? Debia can say value addition. Say I buy 1 billion of says cano. And I could a proper cocoa processing factory. And you value back once at a could German swap. Cause 2.3 billion now the Biabekan was a near Brehono. I have written now could be 15 and 20 billion. No. As I said, can't be about taught that near finished products, no. F your honor.
Direct.
What I say? But they say they're the raw beans the car. And you can get on a guso can was him. It's as I make a used to say, yes, Kako and Chaco farm a second. So I buy to me, I do, we are Majidi say, and the more revenue and a beba. Dan said the beer, when I chain, you the raw beans you call, and I 80,000 tons, syndicated loan. Me, Sina, no, can say, on my own personal thought, me wouldn't tell on my Ghana. From Kwame Nkrumah days to now, the beer basi kotoko kwa say you soon say a pillow.
Cocoa board is 80 years until the final cry. They are 80 years.
Yes, I'm saying me who didn't tell the beer say a pillow. Me just say, personally me just say.
You to me fa Ghana cocoa scan moya home bra.
It means the cocoa sector, cocoa board, when you're productive, is the most moribund agency in Ghana. Agency, until me after 80 years, can we have fun with some Mobra? By now, cocoa board should be able to raise on Wesika, Scadan account smooths of 10 billion out by running home. And then this is one of the thoughts. It must say, around Yabi, so far, he's been a disappointment. Kasana does watch any delivery.
But he should be up and doing.
Kasana does watch any delivery. About to console him, no Kasapa. I thought anyway, no competent. We expect better from him.
Mate. Madam.
Dr. Cash.
Makwaba.
As
I feel in share on.
I feel share.
Yes, yeah. I
bend the crack. What's it?
Makwaba.
Major so Dr. Cash.
And then about send time beat one pa or the account time late to say.
Dr. Cash, my calculation now me and I'm say Monday traffic near different.
Oh, okay.
Monday see the I'm say traffic near different. And sometimes Dr. Cash Juma way I you know. Let's your man for who say ye do party and ye to your who see what say ye. And you know oh ba send me see ba ya me kan ye ja Dr. Cash. We take out money a pie. I said no answer with him. Oh, you do bottle trust. What would you come back? What meet him? Seems so far to take them in TV. So I'm now over voice. And we are hoping say Benifo Muti, you know.
Oh, patch saying
Benifo no Muti. No, we you see, we've put in our face, our certificate, ourselves out there for the party. Me too, I will say this. Young football, we are not person be joining communication. Also, sometimes when they sit behind, they see you very big. Person we join na ba could be ba mo me nantwe ba ko di mechi na na me dwade say. The doctor catch obi say juma me ye ni o. What's your communication and I'm so end a part-time job. Dr. Cash, baby I odi wie no. And I'm a person, but the politics of it no. Cocoa board no, Dr. Cash. Said the two political parties, when we continue to play politics with Cocoa Board, you matter what, Aban Webeko, Uben say you come back and the same things, and Yema what you can will be holding you accountable. The same thing. Maybe so cocoa price, no, Dr. Cash, what they are now we are dear. Why they determine cocoa price and your world market? We hear BBC, we hear CNN. Now we hear these other business news. Yes, commodity market. Now your steady oil price, near steady gold price, near now casking power you know who say cocoa every over $7,000, about $4,000. No, I bet now you did it. Musimu bet you 600 million. 600 million no why? As one impasse. They be sick me did make a statement keke. But who came? The story can change. Na ubon see ebesa kokomo. Oh.
Me no want to na dey politics. If I allow him to flow, or the man influencer. So ba no tie untia. Madam Toso.
Oh my ya there you see one thing me about the MPP ni say oh Baba Jamal koko nsemi. Hey! Crack kakra be dem. To omu. Dr. Cash I say crack kakra be dem. E to omu ni do omu ti wrem. You're my radio, you know, I'm on framing my maybe. Me baby, I check. But I'm telling you.
Asem de no haba.
Asem de no haba. Me see, I say Abdallah or baby Obi Amichiano.
Oh, okay.
What's oh?
Oh, that's why.
Abdallah were around. Abdallah were around.
Make us walk.
No. Not on feeling well. Oba no na on feeling well, but this time around there. I want the air back a crack.
Make us walk up.
No, the active Abdallah, you know, no. To be frank, me and Nampen of Wasi say, oh, Maso Sona Senior. And for now, he's recuperating. Also, we are working to pay cocoa farmer arrears, exploring new funding model for cocoa board. Into Keskin, mu problem pa ne sing.
Also, it's a problem. Maybe problem now. Say farmers no. Akwai say oni obi adwuma na bosome ba koko si na onya o salary.
No, I in fact
out of a
year media me say abranti ya wote hey cocoa about research on cocoa on ya na yekoyo I know how the cocoa okay. Initially omudi speaking points by am say no yekofa economy ni at a junk state no mama ye speaking points say ye mbeka say a junk state ya the amount say fix it and cocoa sector no say unim household any livelihood or more you need to work on it. Randy oncha kasa no so we want action. It is the can because unim and na make us say
begin or kasa or no obey adwene say he said it.
Say we should no, we are not mimi betna ha enya communication ni bi. Yes, say environment. Now a professor science and environment minister Frimpong Watin na opi out to beka say no dear omu yeni. Yes, and I'm so Frimpong Watin abeka no correct ministry no kwaya man nya dey enka obi. Look at Galamsey fight ebra ombehu opem so anu obeka in statement say okan ya na wo sere was a paper ye de ma me say eno na menya dey me nkan na because they can say our government shouldn't adapt that communication strategy of the MPP. Yankasa kwa who say we are tiny gay who doom light. Magajo say light here who doom ni mami timetable so kodro wa timetable. Me can as energy minister. But who can you know na wabusa keske mo say sometimes we need to step backwards and no that explanation in say we shouldn't fix the problem. We have to fix the problem. Around the Kasano, or say 2016, na ye free abaimunu. What was the equity? Was it a positive equity or a negative equity then? But or see that was a positive equity of 1.8 billion. That was in 2016.
Currency.
You know,
1.8 billion cedis.
Cedis, of course, Cocoa board accounts today is in cedis.
Okay.
Dr. Akashi, Cocoa, a human no. Yeah, yes, by let's educate people. Your friend be syndicated loan. 2017, it was the same loan Amomu Koji. 2018, Mukoji the same loan. 2019, Mukoji the same loan. 2020, Mukoji the same loan. Now, sometimes we have model of the loan. What is it? You better let's educate people.
Na me business a loan you to me kwaje wa bra beans no kra na mo san kan.
Wo free aban mu no. Good.
That's what I say.
That's right.
Wo free aban mu no. Wono no wo free aban mu no. Na wakwa akọji syndicated loan of that is the 2022-2023 cocoa season. Na wakọji syndicated loan over $2 billion. Dollars. Our projection our year say anything na make us say ye educating kofo na ye tiefo hu say koko adwuma no you don't need to go to university. Sometimes Dr. Kash me ba me be catch say ene uko Bangladesh ni Afghanistan no factories no mo moldu ties no omo frantoma ana hu omo so enya ntoma no omo fra ntoma singlet. But omo catch the production they do a day. Any year you do go to a year content.
I come for sure.
Bank of Ghana, sheka papa omu dem. But at a certain point in time, the IMF had to crack the whip on some penny for omu go to so ebi uhu enimu atum say go to quality power. Na yesadi na traka papa mu. Na ye catch up pedi ma waje adentia wono de ye de na koto Bank of Ghana se onye adwuma ma Ghana for me ne ho nye enye de entoye. At the end of the day Bank of Ghana boka ma IMF ekofa abofra wadi 32 years wansa ngofa broniu.
That was in 2024.
Okofa Kenyan, a 22-year-old Kenyan. Samu papa nkokrafo no amote ho no. Abofra we and a between abasi muso. And ya na brofo ne kan you are going to crack the whip. Na munya de etini. Saso na odi bakoko board wa. Dr. Cash syndicated loan as of 2022-2023 cocoa season. And the cocoa season is only by October there. Na akeke started.
Okay.
Ye waniema bi wo ho a Randy Abbey eka ya with time no kamene no ankaminka. Tie de make no.
Okay.
On say ya na ebu be say o sha akwala bo say wuduru ha na wo be soe no. Na wuduru ho. No wan soe no a first of all the determinant cocoa pricing no enye yen Ghana for and you determine the price world market. And you know say crowd yeti yes gold there e kosoro kakra enye sa dia gold are starting for you enye sa from the world market no $7,800 about to 4,000 less than over around 4,000. It's almost $300,000 na every so per ton, which is 16 bag. And why don't we explain this? Yes, yeni ebeka chire mo say, but as of the time na na yese mo sa abono na ebo na world market no na gina say na exchange rate no kwa nam 17 cedis, but na me no ka say cocoa bo wo dwaman so no eso ate ya exchange rate say when baby adeda enti what say you see one say makacha will say you keep on playing politics with it for now it will be very comfortable for you for now it will be
meba well this is a very sensible question. The issue is from the cocoa board director me say me problem am wo me say dey wo cheche mo ache wa hai me say my idea metio but the question is kwan ben around the be fa so no so ne kuafo no be di nkomo ama manya ntiase ne say oh ebia me na me cocoa board sahene ampa ebre bi say ni ne bae say ni ne bae me sremo mafom ebo no ana musika no ache na akogina nhihye wei e na yeye ti mo ma me nkosi bre bi say sika me make sure say me start here pushi ama LPBs ne kakran
there be sika den there ana say me no we adwene say empo say ebosian kra ne ebekwa akofa aba abetua cocoa farm anasia eno there because I have said we don't want to create that crack what criteria and ye hwe niema ekwa niema ekoyi we mu ba communication na omo ho kire omo na baba Jamal aswa betum ana cocoa board for so de omo di aba na me ka say Dr. Cash say me free so no me jaw a positive equity of almost 1 point but who free so no Dr. Cash it is hard questions in now we need to subject them one no all free so as of 2024 no Dr. Cash you left a negative equity of 3.8 billion. Ubisam say ye pay. What ya? Ubisam say ye pay. Dr. Cash, you. I am telling you, sir, Dr. Cash, project where the Miami Koyebi. Sir, in the history of our cocoa, we were able to convince Gomo Mutoye Cocoa said that time, no Dr. Cash, Yadiebi Ebeswe Cocoa so. Amiaka say almost about some hectares, almost about 150,000, over 150,000 hectares of cocoa was affected. First of all, enya cocoa na eba nkwa we affected no for the first time in our history. Yenya abanya oko make argument say enam say those cocoa has been affected into ye man bosia Dr. Cash okoje $350 million. The first negative equity now because say 3.8 billion no 3.8 billion na ye kanachi omoji ye no sad disease na ba ye no omo kacha ye say over 150,000 of our cocoa has been affected and based on that abino jina so koje busia $350 million. $350 million now me no kasa no every year. This current cocoa board is supposed to put $61 million. Look at the mess you've created there. Dr. Cash, who can Kaskin? Mr. Debia Makase. What's the amount? I don't need to repeat it to you. Dr. Cash, what's Sikano? Almost only 40,000 hectares out of over 156,000 hectares. No, what the only sikan ubaya odi baba invest no. Utimi reclaim only 40,000 hectares. Dr. Cash, how many hectares naka? 156,000 okoje $350 million from AFDF sa wodi baba be rehabilitate ubetwitwa na me see se sika no mkoje ye ho na Dr. Cash se wonim se ho na me di me nkwe kakra tike ekope bia ye den atafre na akwohwe ekwan those days wo cocoa farmer no a ya ba se ye ba betwa wo cocoa agunu Dr. Cash yesi kwatena nchen wo na ye betwa wo cocoa agunu yesi wo de tena nchen wo de sika no ye ma bi na akotwa bidi a enye ye de contractor be free nkan e na aba betwa wo cocoa no chese wo de you have no say wo mo mbedua nina na de ya no kra no say edu tembi etimi ka che wo cocoa farmer no say sa contractors na ye dia ba bantu om ka sa ko ba mpesi kura sa ma wo mu eti Dr. Cash de ye kanyina say me sa ka ba besi su say Dr. Cash wajai sa ka we nyina wo ho na wajai ka we wia what are you saying wo momu na wa huri abeginem na me ka besi su say
that is where the politics of the game comes in.
Why na hunu nsuo no the question is why na hunu nsuo no. It is your government that did that. It is initially make us say.
Sisi a ye din come brain nti. Sisi a ye din come. Oma ban nsu omo hono ye no. Sisi den amoso mo ya mani ate.
I think we are working to pay cocoa farmer arrears, exploring new funding model. Answer from where you know. Okay. From a topic now, cocoa sector no. Answer question ne kama wa topic no. Okay. But unim financing model no. Financing model no. Eho kaskini be wi na make say intipa yako syndicated loans for over 80 years. Ye free your sovereign country. Dr. Cash, over 80 years. Ye free your sovereign country. Na said you kesusu kura ne to $500 million every year for 80 years. And cocoa board ombe dependent. But mesre cocoa for say wadaruma say cocoa for 8 years. Say aban we eye the NDC aban say omutie de na CEO ne kana ya ka de be ka bia say ye be solve problem but Dr. Cash I was say who say cocoa price ni de we keep on repeating say enya yan ye determine enti na wo say can be can value addition na me ne ya adwene no because we heard the African
but ne value addition the kind na de na kan kwan so
I mean they don't make us what they mean ya adwene because yeah African countries you know yetimi export to cocoa worth $10 billion no my ye value addition they are $100 billion unse entasum just ye the raw material no kwa eti utumu say eti debia mi busa say enti milo ya ye di enti after 60 years this a Cadbury and na ye milo abre eti so the
abra ye dua no ha
na o try cry say wo ye unse nkofo bi try so mu ye local one onu so wo be ukota wutum say grew pass wa nwu enu a choko
mo bi adin da bi mo bi adin
Dr. Cash
and also send out the gun social man
of course una say wo the gun social man but Dr. Cash I say you know I say we been brainwashed
grew no just say we no just
Dr. Cash
brand no ye no sir
when him say rice
all the gun social man
when him say white rice here ye the polished rice no abrofo no mumu empe
it's true it is true
white rice na ye di no abrofo no empe nemom de omo peye yenye brown rice no yam policy ye no but I say ya brainwash ya ma ukohwe ye rice import nkwa wo sorry I was say ene ya de ana eye nkrofobia na enim say omu ye hiafo na ene atias ayeskafo no atia esi ehiafo because there was a time bia here ni aja ye local rice here bia na yedi but I say our taste for this imported goods no Dr. Cash say ya ansesa ebe me ye nyina wo suffer
mate enti ayawa so de no me bia na
ayawa so de me kan ye ni say kronfo ni de ya che no de me kan ya de me say ayawa so de no Dr. Cash Gaskin will call election Me so me call election.
Enti
Kaskin. Enti na wo de wunya ho na wo betena ha. Enkotua na hwe. Se wo ba wi ne me ya. Ko na enkotua. No. Always
I say wo betua bi.
Maminka masa me say Baba Jamal with all his experience him in politics.
He's even paying.
I ask him, no, even if you are paying, you should have an intelligent way of paying. That is all. More regional election, I'm going to ya near the wound to me. Any dollars. But
there was an intelligent way of paying the money.
Who the other there who said? Dr. Kashi, me say some people they judge people because they sing different.
I didn't see it.
So what the American say? One more mutin chain or more judging. Miss Assam will say, more Parliament House. Say 11 MPs now, or more calling for the head of Baba Jamal. Me ebe can be makase me I will not even comment on Facebook. Me can't want them. Obi out there asem no mo na akofo mo asem ba.
Asem ni asem mo.
Ye nyina ye hwe baby e bekwa akosi. Me ni I don't have any thought on it. Say 11 MPs no. To omo do omo kwade omo antua. Say 11 MPs no. When eye omo pusu Rollins kodru ba bia was let's bring in lie detector tests. MP bejina so. Can I say wuntu ebida ni ehun se wuntu ebida. But this fixation on
but transportation to delegates. Let me use the word transportation. Transportation to delegates. Obia tiabi anambwa.
Transportation to delegate also utua. But ana make say me say repeat bi.
Ana transportation to delegate ana for delegate no. Say nyesika bi kasie bi. Bibi kitu ebi. Me da wase se wo froka frifie beto abakra ma me. Me da wase.
Me de me se Baba Jamal chepa se me hwe TV. Na obi kura 32 inch. No mo de asa live.
For picture na to so na.
No, I don't up to date menti ase.
For page no da ho.
No motos there ebi o ha AI amuna mo generate. Me se pictures ni bi o ha. Dr. Cash, where your AI picture?
Hold on.
AI picture.
Hold on. Some of the motorbikes no Ebi almost started check motorbikes even before the election. And they are aware.
But where picture with the AI? This is an AI generated picture. No, Dr. Cash, this is an AI generated picture. This is not real.
Sir.
Yes.
So show me where it makes the picture AI. Because all these things were distributed.
No, Debbie,
do you know what? May mouse chance to declare security feature.
What with the same picture? What with the same picture? I'm what the female part. I'm what the male part here. The same items. Sanya yes, the same items. No, na sebio. There's another picture, Dr. Cash. When the pictures me,
Mate.
Eye pictures me you wo ni mail de be ma de na ore be ma de no a we AI generated mo amutie me Otec nobody should trust the MPP on set pictures.
All right, hold on me, but apart from say we AI no, this is what one delegate said. Why
ebi no mama access pad answer na Baba Jamal be ma TV no na ebi no mama 50 million. Ebi no mama access pad kibo gari pad ye di to aba ebi ma pad kibo gari kaba cafe entuma pofa ice chairs emu bottle enti se Baba Jamal so ama TV a enu enya news ebi bae asa na ebi so eba but I na bi ka say so yes ana aso auto vote vote ni dey free tete e na mo di sika eto enya Baba Jamal na di sika to ye free tete MPP bae na mo di sika na be ji ye enti sa na tie ye da wase me so me da wase.
All right, okay, Malam T.
TV no nobody sold in it. TV no. But it gives a fair idea.
We there ye nyina ye hu say AI.
Ye nyina ye hu say AI.
generated by the
but me gina voice na delegate no
which means a voice no me generate is
and in essence Kivo Gary nya branding ni obi a auto Kivo Gary bia this is not the branding.
Okay nya advert mo bia ye
we so
I am a friend, Dr.
Cash. I think so. Let's commend the NDC, especially in Penny. For me, I said
you commend them for vote buying.
No, not for the fact that
Kusuan. Oh, when you say Kusuan, we don't know. Obi a attorney deal. Them say skate BC. And it wasn't as if say.
Now, how does Kusuan Moko influence one in voting? Na kwato about catch us Dr. Cash me dey my main from say me say na me nka say thank God we have a transparent government we call for the withdrawal of Baba Jamal from the media that American saying
from the thing
says the commission
you're calling no
he say on
from the ambassadorial position
on fa the ambassadorial position and to pending investigations which I think is good. But initially nka me feel say nka all ba no kra no nka initially no ye ka chen say niema mienu either say we find the ambassadorial position na say we for this context so what the American
say even before the na fifi ave ko today you na be to da say we contest here you resign
I know yeah
but on they no leave leave 10 days leave
say technically at least just to Uchina no akase me the leave
Baba Jama it's not a small fish.
Yes,
the krata ne ban Baba Jama he's an experienced politician.
And he's a lawyer.
We know. We know.
Another explanation Baba Jama the man was sa papa we no. Papa no onko election da kra no oye den. Okay. Nti
me di man Mr. Jamin Kone. Unim to tell us the definite issue no. The Obeyan say papa na papa na
ya. That's say papa ye.
Oh, yes. Why not?
So be more TV ya. Anya papa ye. Debut, what will be the description of that act?
Vote buying.
What is vote buying? You paid dollars to retain your original chairman. You paid dollars.
Na me cry ni emu no susu kra so ye papa ye. Emu no. Emu. Oma obi emu cap back kra no a ofie.
What we say? This current president senka issue we kekosi na nado time I am telling you investigation be no ebekoso ye baba ka chem say papa no waye mu nti papa na sia mu nkopa mu ba bi na but for transparency and accountability of this current governance we've instituted say let's probe into that matter.
Okay.
And no na chere we say abai we no e dey pepper yo e na eye na adwuma. What is certain? Ne say ya anya ade na mo beka.
Say e bana say omo ka say omo investigate no. Omo ka say omo annul election na e be
It means that tells you how transparent our government is. That tells you how this government would not condone any form of corruption.
Me that say.
That is all. It is a by way to me sorry. No can say me who say katase ni kankan project course enti Baba Jamal mame no mu nyina mu pam ba bi nkotena se ya. Na we nya age Gabriel aban de aban.
Me that say. Prof.
Dr. Cash. Mame mo Malam Isa Abaso. I think for the first time I'm Messian.
Oh, okay.
Why are dear be I'm saying I'm a very intelligent communicator.
Also environmentalist.
A hot crowd here. Say me no, one was 7 na mafa. Baby a ubusa.
Oh yeah, you may be baby person because soil, test soil no matter.
Okay. Very good.
Obeji kakre.
Baby our tamo wow statement the answer one. Now who say papa na adwene ye adwuma wa talking ye da na say
na brabo he wa adwene adwuma
Dr. Cash and no kwasem a
but don't forget Osako regional Zongo caucus
coordinator ya be sia de ya ye nuafo ti mesre mo amutie no ene ne constituency say papa na adwene mo do irrespective of baby a ogina bia no momwa na munye na dom na onya baby gina Otec enkoso. Dr. Cash, on the issue of Baba Jama, very quick one. Share adia a show disparity ewo brony election any black man's election like Ghana ni say broni krom no oma build the economy na say obia ho so no ne kakra owo wa abrabom ni baby opeso koduru de the economy ni is so enabling to help him say eduru hwan won to abato man na ohwe de e wo say ye na wo de ato aba. Now back home no in Africa titire ni Ghana no ye hunu loophole bi akohunu se nipa dodo na nya baabi si na eniema koye e wa abrabo ma wo no mu a ebeye de ne se omu thinking no will be influenced by mere bottle of oil. Omu thinking no will be influenced by mere sack of rice. No de atuaba eyi kandini se sa kandini no enko solve no problem man. Na ye can be on record say yeni atuaba nyina yeni nti if it's a dynamics ne sisa politician bia wo so bent on power no utimi hunu say Dr. Cass either say only what it takes to lead people and now say enkrofobi na ashe no putu pase o medi kronanim enti so wahwe ma Dr. Cass farma mienu me di prove asem bi say leaders are not elected, they emerge. True leaders ye to abakoma ekufu di hu ye true leaders empedede omukra no akoye se obi anyame frɛ no tete Bible obi anyame frɛ no pa anyame peso de ne ye adwuma no ompe to mean ompe calling no true leaders no empre position ho obi a be hunu se all pre position akọwie se obetua sika ato position bia no we a dangerous politician entiene ya come to the level say enkrofukuo bi to vote ye papa baba jama sebe ni din abeto edwa ne ye papa ne kasa ye no me de enye masem dada and I don't believe it's also asem dada to you as a journalist. Yeto vote da okrom ha na rehusem said Dr. Cass me busa delegates capital question say who ji sika ena wo yi wo candidate say the na ebrehwan who yi sika who ji sika eyi candidate say why na enkoto aba and at what cost so who akodi TV 2000 uye waji anwa uye waji ntos mekani nyina aboma 5000 ena wo se Ghana fo a aka nyina no si enim nyansenti de wu kwaji sika eto abama no ye nkoto abama no kwa now argument ni say ye doso into ntimi ntua yeka say ya nhwe ya emire bi beba o meto aba no will punish parties and delegate system. That's true. On the basis of magiska no. They will punish you mercilessly. Say we work on jisika, udi odidi eyeye. Udi onya fridge enum nsu a eyeye. Me maami bi so te dem. Onu so kokromoti ye baako. No no so pokromoti na be ma de wo pe sa kokromoti no ye beto no 2028 ene wo 2026 ena wo kokromoti baako enam se wo ye polypreneur and a power broker anti yeah wo ye power broker enti wo de wo nim nyansa se wo kokromoti de abiri bia no ebe ma wo nkwan ayede
se wo ye delegate
Sentin am say polypreneur no.
Delegate.
Dr. Cass, on him said the dynamics of market.
metu seko eno na ye
make saba
okay nti constituency na tu no so won
continue your friend delegate to abana or to on behalf of who nana and bibia
you so
constituency don want say
nti doctor o ya analysis ya ye wo enyema mienu a pillars mienu ejira so ye social analysis and political analysis. One of them no positive no ye say said ye observe ye etie and one of them normative no say how it ought to be said ye was enke what I say the wo kan ye say sia no normative how it ought to be delegate system. But I'm using polypreneur because one conduct naturally say will be interest will be coffee eco for failure our system no. And that is how the system actually is. Now Dr. Cass, I will say what to Obama Baba Jama, that's okay. What to Obama Dr. Baumia, that's okay. But as to say to me until to Abano, Ubenyane die. This will be justified chire yeni a yetie chire na ye die yeni akwanya se ye bekwa akoyi delegate na mum ye wa akwanya se ye be yi president no this will be chire yase and yes I will punish you and keep that your candidate in opposition forever. Enti Dr. Cass what the kind of Dr. Cass me pointer etosumi nu on the issue of Randy Abbey and the Cocoa Board.
All right, okay.
Maminka on record say Ghana, the cocoa price, any day your export revenue has always been estimated around $2 billion. Enti say a foreign exchange. And yena nanom economy no. Ni history no be a free bow Ghana pa no near the agricultural export and natural resources and a build buffer na me ne wo kasei bronin enyi nensa free manipulations of our resources mu enti companies bi wa abrochira me chase indicated loan ase companies bi wa abrochira One share be international organizations nasi. So uma we loan direct and say on ton beans no mame. Because remember onu here raw material. What I say onu very good. Onu here raw material. Enti di obema loan no e was say o can be chire no. No be catch us say oton a higher percentage of beans no. Mene was all the bremeto. No, we're deprived of the opportunity you have to either add value or create final product for consumption.
So that final product eventually will be export.
Very good. Enti foreign revenue nanka will be wunya, but you only benefit from your beans. Enti for me, the day I heard say syndicated loan no merasono, I was happy.
It wasn't so.
No, me David.
Money making a point. Let me make your point. Money making a point.
Say ye accident, and a buy. Say ye deliberate or intentional.
And artificial.
Artificial no. End it. No. Say over toka. And the over to
syndicated loan. No, muka say no na end no. Enu na kofasa o hawe nyina mayenyo enye se
Dr. Matewa
say you have cleared that point. Obeso say SAS indicated loan na o kan asema o ka say end no you see or party ni on person be use the word end obeso say end no was a mirage.
Yes, it was. Son of Dr. Cass, there say as it stands, okay, you pay for the loan.
More money flow, mommy.
Na mamen kaste mfonyini we international market on commodity no. Okay. Sa na e can say commodity na ye ton wo international market no. Dr. Cass enokure wom ni say the market structure na ye use ewo ho no a perfect market. And in a perfect market no wa wo de niema eba no ye price taker. Okay. Enti senka Ghana for ye smarter. Enka commodity bia na ubehunu say you are a price taker no. You either add value said ye kesken kan no. But me problem ni say MPP enya opportunity over 16 years. And this is when your opportunity over 16 years. But Dr. Cass unim bibi obiti loan wa 10% be about nene yire nene mahonti. Obiti loan sa syndicated loan no. Na parties ni mienu for longo I want the opportunity to change the narrative. But loan and macro obi na kon ye very good. Obi na kon facilitate na eba enti eba ne katinti onwini Ghana for in the first place. Afa wutwa randia be kasa na say opese o creative model dia. Then it's telling us say the cocoa board is suffering systemic problem. Because so we take company for fra and you build a financial model.
All right.
Na actually kwanya obefa so raise sika. Na efanya wo befa so.
So one kasa we building new financial model.
After 1 year,
the person me wie ni say there be me wie na me kasa no ensi so me wie na
the emergency ani ango why
Dr. Cass and pray wom ni say model you creative model one at the start of a project okay. So be one the middle of a project. No be catch all say or creative modeler. Next say there have been crisis. Anti-crisis, you know. I was so building I was so building new modeler. A very responsive.
Oh, they be answer crisis.
What they be answer crisis, no. But why you negligent in purchasing of cars maybe because you don't prioritize.
Me and I'm the two. I have a finding X. We AI. So if this is AI and that is also AI, no X.
So by way of negligence, okay. Unim se odeka, okay. Unim se odeka. Enti se odeka dia. Adie bi wo ho ye friend agency problem. You don't suffer it.
Okay.
So who the cat na pharmacy sudia. Enti any concern ka auto to car.
Abapamo I Ghana's biggest online shop for quality products. Why? Abapamo I Ghana's biggest online shop for quality products. Na bibia ohia e Abapamo bia Dwabrem simple. And I bet you mean so edidwa ho e wabra Dwabrem e www.abapamo.com simple. Obeso bo na call so atafo 3 miles. Na che say o download the app no. Obeso bo na call so atafo 3 miles. Omone sekasaka park no di anhwe. Say electronics and as appliance na opa ni nyina afo ani kire ho ade obeto bia no omde bebrel free of charge and free of charge ombe deliver ma free within 24 hours. Na kai say jumadi be si una so a Helper Plus live band no ho ma said the memen no muni ebedi agree agro no mu de ena nso ri kira o enti bomoden pa say ye bedin to na say crusade ye abapa more bomodina from ne ye Helper Plus live band any abapa more e was 0593 386 133 0593 386 133 and 0593 391 848. Na kai say week here yesimu obema osaka fearsome training bi e Helper Plus pavi ene plasmos bomode anu mi ebebo nipadua na pa ne topa ye ho e na fininsuo no so ho obetumi anu mi no so combine na de aye calculation mi ade ya na de atadwe ene eye kwadu no so ato akire na no so atumi abo nipadua no na enrich potassium no level no enso ade ama pa eye Helper Plus Pavi and a plasmos to phone fresh 0542778572 and 0542807907 0542807907 and 0591367898 na kai se odo ani Charles Bell Hoswa blocks papa Osbe blocks factory blocks papa anko a na edi ahi e wo honum ope blocks papa Osbe blocks factory na me kan for high quality blocks na me free say or the corridor sandstones any chan blocks no cement is 42.5 R grade gasem cement furniture kase otra kase bridge no on masala che no edi animhwe I say blocks and as pavers now penny na bi e wo ho o ye contractor na o ye foreman na furniture na kai say Osbe Soundton cars or Osbe Motors so Honda cars and a Toyota cars or Honda cars no Civic Accord CRV Integra HRV any Breeze Toyota no so Venza latest model design hybrid or BZ for electric charger cars or Frontlander Wildlander Highlander and so Tundra or Land Cruiser and a Jeep ni nyina so obenye bi ewo Osbe Motors na open a chair kwa furniture da kodwom oni desperate na kase ndi animhwe fe no 0244377612 0244377612 ne kai se dia duru dia said yedi kan ebo so kire wo no a good health and laugh by Grace Medical Center and you take FM Akabum. I said the last year the first edition buy no we a second edition for who Jim men you who aim film na said the jume de ni ahihye no no afi we yebema wani agye krasen eye kane no yebema wani agye krasen kane no nti bomoden a na fa ho jimbi na 13th of February fiade ye beye ene se bra be hwehwe wa pomudin mu bra bra ye twi umoja ne ehwe mama ne check ni padua no ye be check o pressure o sugar kama ne nyina ekoso e wo take famfie ha nti bomodin na o so fa ho jimbi entina se ma yade anya no fe ni ade a na entertainment bebem Anderson Jazz e wo habi nti obema penene nti dwumadie no be de pa ti fa ho jimbi why na bibia anya kama mfama prof 30 seconds why
Dr. Cash
okay mame mra papa yo
Dr. Cash we dey 30 seconds mame nchia me regional chairman na kwesi be bi owo bia
okay
me chia no na Dr. Cash
okay
Dr. Cash yenka no krebi enchire MPP for Dr. Cash in 2022-2023 Coco season omukoji syndicated loan based on projections you close to both the major and the minor season no now on the syndicated market no Oman supply 300,000 metric tons of cocoa not just I'm saying that this did not happen after the major season no after the close of the season Dr. Cash so they had to allow these Cadbury for no any catch for the direct and no na mo se mo anko syndicated loan no kamunya yanka mo be kopa
medase papa thank you news so okay doc mami tio 30 seconds
kasa tenten toponko na wo de abra na mo hye bono abra na mo hye bosembe ya nya na munum de ekoso nya ba mo hye sa bono na say you guys were disingenuous and then the most important is around the abi waba ho for about a year new after our dream model so na say he has been unreasonable in the office and ebio e de ko wie kra no onhwe no ntua atwafonika because kasatinti will be and top on
one here mate okay
prof seconds Dr. Cash the yake ken politics ya ye nyina no asemba akope se Jesus eni abrabo no ma enye yi enti obi a wo tie me bia no said the Ghana tie bia no hwehwe Kristo fa homa no di na chi ne som ne yi ne besi uye
me da se papa all right okay koi news ba kon so dem ntese Frederick Kumi adodo na afre no Abutrika was you interior ministry nakok enafi iyoko any FBI se ombeche no detaining no ni nyina no so o se the detention no in fact is against human right or patch say oma violating the right enti Abutrika was you interior ministry nakok iyoko any FBI abu okay Otec 1029 the producers Bomechi Dom anti ena juada ye de jumedi ni besi ya me admo chna ye best sign aba be sumu biom Enjoy the rest of the evening. Now, Kai says 6 o'clock p.m. news is next on your radio. Meaning the cash, Samikwa, even the JC Kappa, and if you have to catch up, Papa, executive producer, or Jebrado for your busy schedule. God bless you.